Last week, on another story, Contact 5 exposed how, despite complaints lodged against some Florida doctors, not a single doctor has faced state discipline over school mask exemption forms. So, investigator Katie LaGrone decided to find out if any Florida doctors have been disciplined for anything related to COVID at all. Tonight, she's sharing what she found.
2 years after the start of the pandemic, doctors around the country are beginning to face discipline for contributing to false or misleading information about COVID-19. From questioning vaccines to promoting bogus or unproven treatments. According to the Federation of State Medical Boards, so far at least 12 state medical boards have disciplined doctors for spreading false or misleading information. But we've discovered Florida is not among them. In fact, after analyzing Board of Medicine disciplinary records since the beginning of the pandemic, we've discovered the state hasn't disciplined a single doctor for anything related to COVID-19 at all.
It does seem a little unusual that after 2 years, there hasn't been a case that's been prosecuted that I'm aware of.
Dr. Stephen Rosenberg is a West Palm Beach dermatologist, served for years on Florida's Board of Medicine, and now leads one of its probable cause panels, which review complaints to determine if it warrants board discipline. To date, he hasn't seen a single case involving a doctor in COVID make it to his panel or the board.
What should the public take away from all this? That to date, we don't know of one Florida doctor who has been disciplined over any COVID-related issues here.
It just depends on whether complaints have been filed or not, and what the nature of those complaints are.
But that information we found is also kept in the dark. Florida's Department of Health doesn't release complaints until after probable cause is found. And with no probable cause found so far, the truth about any complaints lodged against doctors and COVID remains secret unless those who file them speak out.
I know that there's been complaints filed.
That's because this Sarasota woman filed one back in September against a Venice chiropractor who made headlines after he was accused of signing hundreds of COVID-related school mask exemption forms.
My concern was that they didn't know anything about these patients, didn't have a history of these patients.
While the local school board immediately barred him and any chiropractor from signing forms at the time, nearly 5 months later, state records show the doctor's license remains clear and active. The state health department confirms no charges, and this woman says she never got a phone call after she filed her complaint.
So you haven't heard anything back?
No.
Rosenberg says it typically takes 3 to 6 months for the health department to investigate a complaint, which is why he's growing suspicious over a complaint he filed against a Florida doctor allegedly offering unproven COVID-19 cures through vitamin C IV treatments. That complaint he filed nearly 2 years ago.
It may still be under investigation. I don't know. I haven't heard anything further about that particular case.
Is it normal for a case to be investigated for 2 years?
It would be unusual.
What does that say about Florida's willingness to discipline doctors over questionable COVID activity here?
I don't think I can really comment on that. I know that the Board of Medicine takes it very seriously when any kind of inappropriate medical care or judgment is being offered.
All of this in the background of a state where the governor touts as a free state, where rules around COVID-19 are admittedly more lax. His own new Surgeon General also backing a number of controversial treatments, loosening testing guidelines, and earlier this week, dancing around questions regarding the vaccine's effectiveness. Katie LaGrone, back to you.